Well, hello everyone. Dog Walker Dave here. Today, I'm going to do a different kind of video. Don't have to look at my ugly mug. The purpose of this video is to compare two different high-end sport/GPS watches. Apple Watch Ultra 2, Garmin Fenix 8. The purpose of today's video is to go over several of the key features in each sport GPS watch to help you make a buying decision. And I am in no way affiliated with these two companies. I'm just going to give you my thoughts on the Apple Watch Ultra 2 from a runner's perspective compared to the Garmin Fenix 8. Let's dive right in. First of all, the hardware. Both devices have a sapphire screen, and for me, that is critical. I am very hard on watches. And they both have a titanium bezel. Apple Watch Ultra only comes in one size variant. Garmin Fenix 8 comes in 3 different sizes. This is the 47mm one. The Fenix 8 has 5-button layout. Apple Watch has 2 buttons, one on the right-hand side, one on the left-hand side, the action button, and it has the digital crown. From a hardware perspective, the Apple Watch Ultra battery life, 2 days. 2.5 days, maybe, at the most. The Fenix 8, depending on which model you get, but this is the 47mm AMOLED version, you're looking at over a week before you have to charge it, depending on usage. For a feature set, Apple Watch is a smartwatch first, then a sport watch second. So you can do things like send a message to Margot, set a timer for 30 minutes. What time did the Oilers play tomorrow night? Remind me to watch the game tomorrow night. The Fenix 8 has a speaker and has a microphone. Set a timer for 20 minutes. You can see how slow it is compared to the Apple Watch, relatively speaking. The one key feature that the Fenix 8 has over the Apple Watch is, and this is in all Garmin devices that I love, is a flashlight, which is extremely handy. The Apple Watch Ultra has a flashlight-ish. Not nearly as good. Well, we'll do in a pinch. As far as the looks, I'm going to pick the Apple Watch Ultra for a better looking device. That will just turn many people off, and they might even just dislike this video. But I just like the look of the Apple Watch Ultra over the Fenix 8 or any of these 5-button layouts. Looks only. I just find it's a sleeker device. Pricing. Apple Watch Ultra here in Canada is $1,099. The Garmin Fenix 8 in the 47mm, currently on sale now for I believe $250 off, but you're looking at over $1,500 here in Canada. A lot more money for the Fenix 8. Yes, you are getting better battery life, and we'll go into all those different nuances, but you're looking at 50% more cost for a comparable Fenix 8. As far as heart rate and GPS accuracy on both devices go, they're both exceptionally good. No real discerning difference between the two devices. I've run with both devices on my wrist, usually come within less than 100 meters, both devices running GPS. It's pretty much a wash between the two. As far as the running metric platform, Apple Watch Ultra is okay. It's getting better with new versions of OS. Garmin still trumps because you have Garmin Connect, and with that Garmin Connect, you can easily download GPX files from the internet and sync them to the watch. You can download maps and put them on an Apple Watch, but it is a lot more cumbersome, and they are not nearly as detailed and good as Garmin. Garmin beats every manufacturer, and I think many people would agree, as far as GPS maps go. Next up is workout metrics. Now, most people, when you're looking at these devices, you really don't care about vertical oscillation, ground contact time, and all of these different things that some of these companies try to sell you. Most of us want time, distance, heart rate, possibly power, a few other things, but most of us really don't care about any of the workout metrics. And on the Garmin, there are a lot more than the Apple Watch. But again, most of us don't use these. One thing that I prefer on the Garmin comparison to the Apple Watch, I'll show you more detail on each one here. So if I go into a run workout on the Garmin, I select my activity, I go into run, and let's just say I start up a run. Nice tactile feel. I can set the different workout fields to put whatever I want. And depending on the workout field, the size of the font is bigger or smaller. If I want to put 8 on the screen, obviously the font's going to be smaller. This works extremely well when I'm actually out running. On the Apple Watch, this is a frustration that I have, not with the watch itself, but it's more with the software. And maybe they're going to update it in the next OS version, but you have whatever number of different metrics on the screen, but they all stay in that same size. Now for myself, my eyes are getting old, as is the rest of me, and it's really hard to see some of these fields when you are running, especially when you're running really hard. If Apple could change this and have the ability to make the fonts bigger and put fewer things on the screen, you can put fewer things on the screen, but you can't change the size of the font, that would make it a more compelling device for myself. So the question is, which one of these do I prefer as a runner? For the running part itself, hands down, going with the Garmin. Doesn't matter if it's the Fenix 8, but I'm going to go with the Garmin because of the 5-button layout, the ability to have different size fonts on the screen with different amounts of data, which you can do on the Apple Watch. The Garmin just does a better job at it. It's just a lot easier to run with, hitting the buttons to stop in a workout, pausing, all of those things when you are actually out there running. As far as just overall device, I like the Apple Watch as a better device to wear all day, even though the battery life is terrible compared to the Garmin or many other sport watches for that matter. Having the synchronization with my phone and all the smartwatch features of it, I just prefer to wear the Apple Watch on a daily basis. Now I know that's a first world problem to have. Most people are choosing between one or the other. If you are a runner that wants a dedicated running watch, I would go with something like the Garmin. It doesn't have to be the Fenix 8. It could be the Forerunner. It could be the Enduro. There's lots of different choices between this Garmin and the Apple Watch. But really, what I want to hear is I want to hear what you choose. Please be kind in the comments because I know Garmin people are very vocal and very opinionated. And I don't blame you. So let's just fire up the comments here. I want to hear what you prefer, which device, the Garmin or the Apple Watch. It doesn't have to be the Ultra. It doesn't have to be the Fenix 8. Just in general, a Garmin device versus the Apple Watch. Hey, you could be a Coros or a Polar person. Put that in the comments as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. This completely different type of video. Hit that like button. Maybe even consider hitting that subscribe button at the bottom. Thanks for watching, everyone. Cheers.